When the final lights of Outlander faded, few expected that the two stars of the series, Sam Hogan and Caitriona Balfe, would choose a completely different path. No more glittering red carpets, no more lengthy interviews, no more pressure from the gazes of millions of people. They decided to return to their homeland Scotland to start a new journey. Simple but meaningful. A small pub on a hillside in the Highlands, where the morning mist covers the lake and the wind sings on the green grass. They call it the dawn of two tired souls. After many years living in the dizzying pace of Hollywood, Sam admitted in a final interview, "It's time to slow down. After all, I just want to touch my motherland. Feel the wind and mist live alive without cameras." The role of our Jamie Fraser, a proud, strong and emotional man, not only brought him fame but also awakened in him a desire to return to his roots. Caitriona felt that too when the film ended. She wrote on social media, "There are moments when you realize that the spotlight is never as bright as true peace." After hundreds of flights, dozens of photo shoots, and countless sleepless nights on set, what made her smile the most was not the award, but a peaceful morning. When she and Sam sat by the fire sipping tea, listening to the rain falling on the wooden roof in Glenfinnan. And then they had a little dream, to open a pub called Fraser's Rest. Not because of business ambition, but just because of a simple desire to create a place for people to stop, slow down, and feel happy with each sip of warm wine. While filming the final season of Outlander, Caitriona joked, "If we stop filming, let's open a bar. You take care of the drinks, I'll take care of the stories." No one expected that offhand remark to come true. 6 months after Outlander ended, they bought a century-old house together on Lochshield. The house was old moss-covered walls, a leaky roof, and wooden doors creaking in the wind. But in their eyes, it was a place to start over. The renovation took nearly a year. Sam handpicked every piece of wood and stone. Caitriona designed the interior in a classic Scottish style. Lots of wood, warm lighting, and black and white photos of the Highlands hanging along the walls. They named the bar Fraser's Rest as a tribute to the character who had been with them for nearly a decade. The hand-carved wooden sign hanging on the door simply read, "Good whiskey, good stories, good hearts inside." A small village, but filled with great love. No grand opening, no red carpet, no reporters. Just villagers, old friends, and a few lucky fans who heard the news. Sam stood behind the bar, wearing a leather apron, smiling as he poured each glass of whiskey according to his own recipe. A combination of Speyside tradition and a little personal creativity. Caitriona sat by the fire telling old Scottish stories, behind-the-scenes memories never told in Outlander. Laughter, clinking glasses, the sound of the wind on the porch. All created the music of life. Locals say Fraser's Rest is not just a pub, but a place that touches the heart, where people find themselves. In the first months, they worked tirelessly. But it was not a burden. It was a joy. Sam woke early, chopped wood, and prepared to open the bar. Caitriona cooks, decorates, pays attention to every detail. No social media, no paparazzi, no busy schedules. Just them and nature. A close friend who visited said, "I've never seen them so peaceful." Sam smiles more. Caitriona is gentler. They're just themselves, Every night after the bar closes, they sit on the patio stargazing and talking about life. Some nights, Sam whispers, "If it weren't for Outlander, we wouldn't have met. But if it weren't for this place, we would never have known what freedom is." Caitriona just smiles, resting her head on his shoulder. The firelight shines in their eyes, two small lights in the vast night sky. News of their secret bar spread quickly among their fans. But surprisingly, no one bothered them. Fans came, sat quietly, enjoyed a glass of wine, listened to a few stories, and then quietly left. One autumn evening, Diana Gabaldon, author of Outlander, suddenly appeared. She hugged them, her eyes filled with tears. "You too have turned my story into a legend. And now you have written another legend, more beautiful, more real, and more worth living." That night, they raised their glasses. Sam smiled and said, "No more Jamie and Claire. Just Sam and Caitriona, two ordinary people in Scotland." The photo of the three of them that night still hangs right next to the fireplace as a symbol of one chapter closing and another opening. Occasionally, Hollywood still sends invitations. Famous directors want Sam to return to action movies or invite Caitriona to international projects. But they all gently decline. Sam wrote on Instagram, "I didn't quit acting. I just chose to love this life more." Caitriona, in an interview with BBC Scotland, said a sentence that touched many people. "We spent half our lives living in characters. Now, we just want to live in reality, with smiles, warm wine, and wind from the hills." Dawn in Glenfinnan. The snow has just melted, purple flowers are blooming around the shop. Sam goes outside to hang the open sign while Caitriona makes coffee in the kitchen. Sunlight filters through the window, shining on a photo of them together with the Outlander crew many years ago. Caitriona stops, looks at the photo for a long time, then smiles softly. "Goodbye, past. I have found my home." Sam walks over, wraps his arms around her from behind and kisses her hair gently. "And this place is forever." The birds chirped outside. The wind blew through the cracks in the door, and the scent of aged wine filled the air. Fraser's Rest is now not only a symbol of peace, but also a testament to friendship, companionship, and the belief that, after glory, happiness can still come from the simplest things. Their story continues to inspire millions. That life is not measured by fame, but by how we choose to live each moment to the fullest. And somewhere in the midst of the Highlands, every night, the light from Fraser's Rest still sparkles, welcoming lost souls to find themselves like Sam and Caitriona did. That summer, the mist from the Highlands lifted earlier than usual. The people of Glenfinnan village recounted that one sunset as the sun sank into Lochshiel. The light from Fraser's Rest suddenly became brighter than usual. The door of the pub was still open, and the strong smell of wine spread everywhere. The hillside and Sam and Caitriona's laughter echoed on the wind, light, distant, and familiar. But when people entered, the bar was empty. The fire in the hearth was still burning. 2 glasses of whiskey were still on the table, and the wooden board in front of the door swayed gently in the wind. There was only a small piece of paper under the candlestick with a handwritten note. "Don't look for us. Just sit down. Pour yourself a drink and tell your story. Here, anyone can start over." Locals say that sometimes on misty nights they can still see a dim light inside the inn and hear the sound of a violin playing, the familiar melody of the Sky Boat song. Some swear they saw the silhouettes of two people, a tall man with fair hair and a slim woman in a grey woolen dress, sitting together by the window, looking out at the lake smiling. No one knows where they went. Perhaps they travelled to other lands, as Jamie and Claire did. Or perhaps they simply chose to disappear from the noisy world to live on in a peaceful place known only to them. But either way, Fraser's Rest is open every day. The fire still burns, the wine still warms, and their story continues. From person to person, like a small legend in the windy hills. "They didn't leave," said an old man in the village, his eyes looking far away. "They just moved on to another chapter, where the light. The stage lights are gone, but the light in their hearts never goes out. And to this day, every time the night falls on the highlands, someone still gently raises a glass of whiskey, muttering the old toast to Sam and Caitriona. Wherever you are, may your fire never fade."